All right, we back again. Bonus videos today, just because I'm kind of doing them all in one day. But I wanted to show you guys something I was testing out this week. You guys know I like to review indicators and algorithms and those kind of things. So if you are out there and you want me to, kind of preview it, look at it, explain it to folks, basically get a little bit of exposure for your indicator, your script, or whatever it is, I'm more than happy to test it out and give you my thoughts on it, give you my own, opinion on it. And so that's what happened here. Is these guys over here with basically it's TLevels is what it is. You can go to this website here and check it out. They also have a Discord. But what these levels are so what I found. Okay, the levels are insane. These TLevels here are bonkers in how they work. I'm not exactly sure. I think they're sort of either some version of like Fibonacci and pivot based, or maybe even ATR based. It's probably more likely that they're an ATR based level, but really really nice system that you could really just make money off of the levels themselves. I'll probably go through just these today. We'll talk about kind of gauge reaction, see if folks are interested in learning more about this indicator, this algo, but we'll go over the other ones too. But this is the one that really caught my eye watching it for the last week. I started taking trades with it, and it's super, super good. But yeah, you can find similar things for free on TradingView, but I was kind of putting them up against some pivot points, putting them up against ATR levels, putting them up against Fibonacci's and stuff like that. And there really wasn't anything that was as easy or as accurate as these from what I could find. So there's that. There's an honest little review there for the TLevels, because I was kind of trying to see if there was just a free version of it. You guys know, some of you guys have been following me for a long time know I try to make a free version of an algo if I can, because why pay for it? But these levels are something I would actually pay for, and I get nothing, no kickback or anything for this one. I'm just this is all just for content really. So and being able to use it, I made some money with it too. So these levels are super good. So my understanding so far, there is an educational channel in their Discord that'll explain these a little bit more. But what my understanding is here is that these levels work where you got kind of a midpoint. You got this midpoint here that'll kind of tell you whether you're bullish or bearish, and then you got some. So look, let's just go through it. So you got the key support resistance, and those work super good. And then you got breakouts that you can build out of here, so you can have a couple different strategies. You got bounces, and then what you got is you've got oversold and overbought. So if we open this up, so I've got the daily data on. You don't really need to necessarily have that, but so here's your TLevels daily. Then you got the extensions, and then you got the exhaustions. So here's just the main setup here. I'll turn those off too, just to make sure. So this will just be kind of your basic. Okay, look, we got a pivot point here. You're bearish below for the most part. Bullish above type of setup. You got kind of like a normalized range, sort of the way I've been using it. And you can see how it respected this little range all day. Now, this is just trading micro, E-mini. And you can see how it just stayed right in there this whole time. It finally broke up as the market opened up with the news. And then that's where we open up the extension levels. We got a little extended here. So if you're looking for playing reversals and playing overbought, oversold, that kind of stuff, you got the extension there. So it came back into this little zone, ripped back up, and then it basically became extremely overbought here. And in this type of market, obviously there was a pretty clear choice of what was going to happen once that was going to fail. And if you knew the context of everything that was happening, this was a pretty it was hard to see here, but once it started happening, it was a pretty easy trade to the downside. But you can see where these levels played in. So the whole way, you got the bounce there, you got the overextension. Basically you'd be waiting for this level to break on the downside, and then once it failed, there was nothing to stop it on the way down. And then you could play these levels. I played these levels the whole way. You know, if I saw this was about to break, shorted, you know, until it got to a new level. Then I saw this was about to break, shorted. And once it got oversold, essentially, you can see where that it started getting chopped up a little bit. And then you had you know, this was an extreme type of move that I didn't really want to play here. But and you can see exactly, it went right to that super exhaustion level to the downside. So these T levels, very solid. Check out the link in the description if you're interested. Again, I don't get anything for this one, but except for just the opportunity to use it. So that's really cool. Maybe someday we'll get a partnership going. But yeah, that's T levels. Look out for the other videos. We'll be going over these other ones as I test them out. This was just my favorite one and the one that I was using. And so we're gonna be looking at the expected move next week, conviction sticks. Then you've got some EMAs, and then you got this market maker one, which I find super interesting. I haven't really found a way to make use of it yet, but I think the market maker one and expected move are my next two favorite ones. And then we'll go over the T line as well, So stick around for those videos coming out, and we'll see you next time. Peace.